Alright guys, tinnitus, heavy metal detox, lowering odor, spirulina for the win. What's up guys? So I have been using this Sunfood spirulina for a while now, usually on times and days when I'm doing zeolite detox in larger amounts, more than just 13 drops. Although some days it seems it just cycles. I need more spirulina. Some days more than others, regardless of the amount of drops of the zeolite that I've taken, basically because my body is removing heavy metals from my system. And it's really interesting. I never suffered from tinnitus myself until I started clearing heavy metals from my system. And for me, heavy metal detox, I always chose to wait until the very end of my detoxing to start doing heavy metal detox, because when those things start floating around in your system, the possibility of them going places you really don't want them or don't need them, like possibly crossing the blood-brain barrier, then yeah, if you don't have the pathways cleared out for them to get out of your system, then they could cause more troubles that way. As far as I've researched though, zeolite is actually a great method of heavy metal detox simply because you don't have to worry about that. They say it easily leaves your system with the zeolite binding to the heavy metals. And in my experience, it's just not enough of a binder. That's what I've been taking the spirulina for. I've really needed to increase to 5 to 6 tablespoons of the spirulina daily, especially on those days when I have more zeolite, as I kind of already mentioned. Anyways, I was taking a Nature's Way spirulina, and that was capsulated. But comparatively, I like this better. This actually, to me, tastes and reminds me of the bacon bits I used to have in high school on salads, XYZ, you name it. Even though those were all soy-based back then. So maybe that's not appealing sounding to you guys, but overall, these have a salty, kind of delicious taste to them, and it's not that bad in my opinion. I've tasted far worse in the supplement and food and powders that I've reviewed on this channel for sure, some of which actually came from that company. So anyways, it's interesting to note that when I lay down in bed on a day when I've done some pretty heavy metal detoxing, large amounts, that I could notice tinnitus in my ears. It's not bad throughout the day, I don't notice it at all, but when I lay down, the tinnitus, the ringing, is various levels of loudness, right? So in that situation, I just go take a couple more spoonfuls of this, and usually it clears up in an hour or so. So I would highly suggest that. If you are experiencing tinnitus, maybe this could be something that would benefit you if it's related to heavy metals. There's a lot of reasons for tinnitus. Another one may be overall candida overgrowth. And candida overgrowth could be remedied by lots of things on my channel if you've been watching. One of the possible ones is kind of crazy, and I'm not suggesting it to anybody, but you do your own research and you do your own thing. Turpentine may actually help with candida overgrowth. Yeah. Besides that, also keto, because a ketogenic diet could kill off candida depending on your carb intake and your regularity and the amount of times you take in carbs and all those various factors. So both of those things, all these things may help with tinnitus. But overall, there's lots of other reasons that spirulina may be very beneficial. I've always said it's a lot like natural, very good multivitamin from nature. If you look at those are pretty normal vitamins we all need. And the vitamin A is pretty amazing, that's for sure. And for a vegetarian source, that's good. Yeah, overall, I do like Sunfood for some things and not so much for other things. Some of the things I have reviewed, like I said, are in my product review playlist if you want to look through there. Anyways, guys, I like this. Stay healthy.